Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater, and today we're going to be talking about some more nonsense surrounding Beauty and the Goddamn Beast. Now, this is a story that I originally covered on my main channel about a drive-in in Hennigar, Alabama that has decided not to show Beauty and the Beast because of LeFou's gay character. People are freaking the fuck out over that. So now it's moved from Alabama, much like a fucking contagious herpes-esque virus, and it's moved over to Russia, where Russia is considering banning Beauty and the Beast over the gay character. Because this is the world we live in. A small moment where a character is questioning their sexuality at the end of a film is considered shoving their morals and their fucking views down people's throats. This is the world. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's ridiculous shit. It says here that the live-action Disney film may breach the country's law against propaganda of homosexuality, according to politician Vitaly Milanov. So, they've got the law against the propaganda of homosexuality. Okay. I thought Russia, what the fuck happened to Russia, right? Just Russia, I thought, post-Cold War, used to be cool. Once they tore down that wall, they were pretty chill for a while. But lately, they've kind of been dicks, right? Anyway, it says here that God damn. The film, which features a gay character, LeFou, is played by Josh Gad and may breach a Russian law prohibiting homosexual propaganda directed towards minors. Director Bill Condon previously revealed to Attitude that the live-action adaptation has a nice, exclusively gay moment between LeFou and Gaston. Now, see, I think that, again, like I said in my other video about it, what the fuck is an exclusively gay moment? Right? As if somehow Disney movies hold the fucking exclusivity rights to gay moments on film. I mean, if that's the case, they better sue the shit out of Ang Lee for Brokeback Mountain, right? What the fuck is it? The only thing I can think of that meaning, essentially, is it's exclusively gay to Disney, or it's exclusively gay to that movie. Again, it's he hasn't really clarified what that is, but it's pretty ridiculous to make that comment overall. And again, what I think Bill Condon really dropped the ball by talking about this, right? I really do. I really think he did. Because as I said in my first video about it on the main channel, this is a situation where I look at what's going on, and I think this is a guy who realizes that there's going to be people not happy about this. And this is a guy who realizes that he's got to somehow find a way to get out in front of it and try to take the pressure off of it when the film comes out. Because the last thing they want to have happen is there to be the early reviews coming out where people say, oh my God, Josh Gad, totally gay. And then you get the right-wing, ultra-conservative nutjob Christians that are going to fucking go, Sacre bleu, and they want to ban, block the movie and shit. At least maybe now it kind of gets it out of the way early and people can kind of point and laugh at it now and then forget about it in 2 weeks when the film comes out. It's a bit out there, stretch out there in terms of theories, but it seems to make as much sense as anything else. All right, so the article continues here with Vitaly Milanov, a Russian politician and member of the United Russia Party, which, by the way, the United Russia Party is the party that Vladimir Putin is a part of, so just so you guys know, is reportedly urging the culture minister Vladimir Medinsky to screen the film to make sure it doesn't showcase elements of gay propaganda and call for a total ban if the scene in question violates the law. All right, so, I mean, okay, look, at least they're willing to screen it first to make sure that it's as bad as the guy who runs a drive-in in Alabama is claiming that it's that bad. So I understand that. So Medinsky said, as soon as we get a copy of the film with relevant paperwork for distribution, we will consider it according to the law. Here's the thing. Disney, at this point, just cut the goddamn scene. Just cut that fucking story arc. No one in Russia's going to care. No one in America's going to care either. But just cut the goddamn story arc. Just do that. All right, this shit's all digital. So just, it's just fucking fix it in Final Cut. Export it to a drive and send it the fuck out. That's all you have to do. Let's see. So yeah, the potential ban comes after a drive-in theater in Alabama announced it wouldn't be screening the film because of LeFou's homosexual storyline. It's just ridiculous stuff, because this article then goes on to kind of recap what happened with everything. But it's funny because the next article down, and this is great, is Beauty and the Beast director says the film's gay moment has been overblown. And I think, part of that is actually Bill Condon himself. He overblew it himself, right? He says here, what's the big deal? Beauty and the Beast director Bill Condon has spoken out about the controversy surrounding Disney's film inclusion of an exclusively gay moment. Again, that soundbite is just going to kick him in the ass because it just makes no sense. In an interview with Screen Crush on Friday, the director said the public's reaction to the character LeFou questioning his sexuality was stronger than he had anticipated. In kids' films, yeah, I mean, there's a big pushback here on YouTube of people who are aiming like pro LGBT or queer content at a younger audience because they believe that kids should be allowed to be kids and not have this kind of stuff thrust in their faces. Whereas the people pushing the LGBTQ content, they believe that children at a younger age now are being able to determine whether or not that they are either gay or lesbian or trans or no gender. I don't know. It very much is a topic that's open for debate. It's very contentious. It's one you may land on a different part than me, and that's perfectly fine. We can always have those discussions. But when it comes to children's entertainment, especially out of Disney, even though Disney does employ many, many, many homosexuals and lesbians and queer folk and trans folk, this stuff doesn't translate well to the big screen sometimes, and that can cause a problem, especially in the fucking Bible Belt, as evidenced by the dude running the drive-in out of Alabama. He says, "Oh God, can I just tell you, it's all been overblown because it's just this, it's part of what we had fun with. I love the way it plays pure and people don't know, and it comes as a nice surprise." You know what, though, the thing with surprise, Bill Condon? Surprises aren't surprises when you tell everyone that it's an exclusively gay moment. So they're going to be on the lookout for it anyway. Like, you're giving them a primer before letting them be taken aback or at least pleasantly surprised with LeFou's character development on screen through that subplot. If it's it's again, like I feel like you caused the chaos. Like you lit the fire, blew out the smoke, and then we're like, oh no, look, there's smoke, but there's really no fire, even though you were the ones fanning the flames. Again, I think this just reeks of Hollywood interference. Then Condon goes on to say here, he added that he hopes audiences don't make a big deal of it. Why is it a big deal? Ultimately, it's not a big deal, but you shined a spotlight on it, Bill Condon. You made it a big deal. You made it this way. And then the overreactionary fucking special snowflakes out there freak out like the drive-in owner in fucking Alabama, who, just to reiterate, has every single right to not show that film for whatever purpose or reason he deems necessary. It is his First Amendment right, and as a business owner, to make those calls. I personally find it hypocritical because right now at the drive-in, they're showing a double feature of Rogue One and Moana, two Disney movies that are making him a pretty penny in terms of showing those films together. And Beauty and the Beast, another Disney film that he's now effectively calling a boycott for because of this one scene, is perfectly fine. Never mind the fact in Rogue One, they slaughter an absolute shitload of people in a pretty violent fashion at times. So why is the violence okay, but LeFou kind of coming to terms, or at least understanding where his sexuality may lie on the Kinsey scale, is a fucking crime against God? There are problems here that I have with all this, and it does definitely kind of tie in to the way that these situations are originally portrayed. Yes, I am putting the blame on Bill Condon for how he framed it. He still has not explained what an exclusively gay moment is, and that might come across as people thinking that when the kids go to watch this movie, that means Josh Gad is going to pull down his fucking trousers and then just fucking teabag Gaston right in the fucking mouth until completion, right? Like, again, because it has not been defined after those kind of buzzwords were used, there's problems. But that being said, I don't know what's going to happen after all this. They say that Josh Gad made it something really subtle and delicious. It's a nice exclusively gay moment in a Disney movie. Still, okay, so it's subtle and it's delicious. Fine. But what about it still is exclusively gay? These are things that's dumb as shit, and it's just, it's ridiculous. This is the world we live in, where if a character is questioning their sexuality, people make a big deal out of it. But like I said, I blame the director for how he phrased it, and he's not really doing anything at this point to mitigate the damage. Him going out there and saying, "Come on, come on, come on, it's not a big deal," only then shines a further spotlight on it, therefore making it a bigger deal. It's just the way we're hardwired. People are going to overreact to this shit. His best bet would have been to say nothing, let the film come out, let the people see it, let the people make up their own mind, because now that entire storyline is tainted in the eyes of many people, and that is utterly fucking unfortunate. So look, I'm going to go see this movie when it comes out because I happen to really, really like the original animated film, and I want to see how it plays out. I liked Cinderella from a couple years ago. Didn't give two shits about Maleficent, but I want to see how this one goes. So I'll report on it, I'll review it, and I'll let you know if that exclusively gay moment is anything worth writing home about. But my name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think that this is a bunch of much ado about nothing? Is this corrupting children's minds? What do you guys think? Write it down in the comments below. If you haven't already, thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, check back often for more content from me. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out.